What is this? Pennies. I'm free. Do anything I want. Oh, oh, oh. Now I can do anything I want. How am I sounding? From my end, it looks okay. Gonna put on the DK music. Ooh yeah. Let's see, what's a good place? can't be.
I survived a volcano unflawed. I was swallowed by a great white shark.
No way. Gesture, Joe. Gesture, damn it.
Avalanche in the dark. I'm the kung fu master, so mean and tough. I'm so bad I scare myself.
Hey, yo. How? Ho. Hey, ho. Hey, ho.
I've been taught by Confucius, who says the mind must be sharp as a wisdom tooth. I can chop down a tree with a bare hand. I've been trained in
Egyptian Kung Fu.
Donkey Kong, there's more to the challenge than just having muscles. There's strength of the heart.
You gotta realize that your strength comes from inside of you.
Hello?
You can
There's no one here.
if you just stay true.
That means I'm
Don't
free.
lose faith in yourself
Hello?
when all seems lost and
There's no one here.
just don't lose heart.
That means
It'll all come through.
I know I'm gonna get my butt
kicked tonight.
I'll be
In
in
so much pain,
I will
hardly stand upright.
Gonna
Can't
get
keep
the
the
person
person pounding me to dust.
by the
Time's to finish pounding, you will recognize me. Oh my.
I'm soon coming
Ugh.
on my
Just don't lose heart. Keep your head up.
You can knock it off my shoulder.
You'll be back on your feet.
And crush
Cheers.
I'm having fun with everyone when I disappear, playing tricks on people while pretending I'm not there.
when cranky learns
Nuts.
coconut this way.
Ha! I'll be sneaking into another movie matinee, doing what I want. You can't see me.
I can see you're driving me crazy.
Floating in and out of thin air makes me feel free. Oh,
You can't get away with this monkey business.
How y'all doing in there?
I can be a ghost who haunts the barrel factory, pushing buttons, pulling levers, driving candy crazy.
Now hold on, little buddy. That's my girl you're talking about.
Oh, I'm just getting started.
Wait till Cranky finds you out.
Ha! I can pull the rug from under King Karoo, float bananas through the air. Man, that'd be so cool. I can fool around with all
Oh,
of
shoot.
my
I think I ruined
and prove
something in,
race.
I'll answer your question soon, Dan. Just gotta fix this weird thing I just did to, TV Paint.
See, you're driving me crazy.
There makes me feel free.
God, I just I press one key and I mess up everything.
Monkey business.
Damn it. Okay. What happened to my menus?
Huh? Me, Eddie. Me, oh Yeti.
What happened to my menus? They're all gone. It's just a blank screen of woe, except with a. Damn it. Key. Oh. I can definitely add you. I'll see if I can add you guys to Disc. I'll definitely add you guys to Discord. Good God, the Donkey Kong TV show made me so mad as a kid. I assume that that song was. Let's assume that's where the songs were from. Oh, yeah, absolutely, those are the songs from the show. I actually kind of I only saw like probably a couple clips from the show, but but oh, I'm sick. What if? But I just rediscovered it. Just got fascinated just how awful the animation, the not it's that motion capture, 3D everything in that show was, and but I just loved it. But kind of just enjoyed just everything, how fascinating everything else looked. All right, here we go. Oh shit! Come on. What happened? What did I press? Frick. Ah, damn it. Mm. Soon. I. All right. How should I link you guys up? I'd like to figure out this weird ass issue I just hit with TV Paint. This has never happened to me before. It's 90% reliable. Now it's just hit the 10% where I hit a damn key and well, maybe I could animate like this. I can't. I need to see everything else. No one will research this. Oh, oh yeah, I can just give you my I'll give you guys my key. This is just a URL link. Let's see here. According to my research, my key uh come on. Show me the key. Pin messages, add friends. Where do I get my key? Please call. Overlay, locate, stream mode. I'm bad with technology. Do you guys know where in Discord you can find your name? Well, find your code key. Dan the man. Ah, shoot. Mm. Shit. I'm gonna do this. Right click the group. Don't worry. Right click on the group name in the Discord server and choose instant invite. Okay. I'm. Where is it? Instant. Right click on the group name in the Discord server. Fuck, where is it? Right click on the group name in the Discord server. What? Alright, where is. Shoot. Where is, right click the. Right. Where is group name in the Discord server? Find or start a conversation. No. Peacock. Where am I supposed to go? Alright, bring it down. Shoot, where'd it go? Okay, it says voice channels. Start call, pin messages, add friends to DM, recent mentions, help, was it friends? Add friends, online, pending, blocked, all. Oh, he's not in a group. New group DM. Uh, oh, Joe. Okay, okay. I'll. No problem. Number 6. Okay. Oh. All right. Did I send you a request? I'm pretty sure I. Um. Ugh, jeez, what happened to my menus? It's been like 10 minutes. Okay. Steve. Oh, Dan, do you have a number behind that? Behind your stretchy pants? TV paint should not be this tedious. I do not know what happened. I'd like to search. What was the account name I'm looking for? I've listed myself under Joe's Shocking Tunes on Discord. I'm pretty sure. Uh, uh Wait, Dan, what are your? Oh, I see your name. I see it. Oh, Petey.
Alright. Yay, we got it.
All right.
Alright, let me bring in Dan in here.
Sweet. Sounds good.
Okay, wait, how do we do this? Add friends DM. Stretchy pants. No, I am friends with. No, stop it. Stop it, Discord. I am totally friends with Stretchy Pants, unless I'm not. Unless I'm not friends with Stretchy Pants.
Oh, the whores.
Oh man. Dan Christmas better accept my gift of an invite. I swear Dan has like the coolest name.
Damn it! Now I've lost my way in finding out how to send invites. Was it go to DM? Messages, leave call, recent.
Oh Dan, Dan Christmas, being in my Discord group is different than being on the friends list, quote unquote. I don't get it, but I have my DMs open that anybody can DM me. I might close that soon. I'm in this other that sometimes hang out in.
Son of a, what am I?
They're like, oh my god, pick a beating! Pick a beating! And then they start DMing me.
Alright.
Are you the real pick a beating? I'm like, yes. Why would someone choose to impersonate a channel with 1,000 subs? There's so many other better channels.
I don't know. Let's see here. Did you type in I like to send out a message. I like to. All right, I'm bringing down the menu again.
Let me see if I can do that. No, Dan, accept my friend request. Dan, accept my. Just accepted. Okay. There we go.
All right.
Alright, we good?
Oh, that's a nice icon, Dan.
The triage of animators unite. So Joe, I actually did not remember subscribing to you, and then you were live streaming, and I'm like, what is this channel? And then I was like, oh shit, wait, this guy's like animating a TV paint. And then I looked at your previous stuff, and I was like, oh, hello? I've never seen this.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
How's
Hey,
it?
guys.
How you
Hey.
doing? How you doing,
Hey,
Dan?
hey guys, what's up? You guys having a good summer?
Doing swell.
No.
Minus.
Dan, please. Oh my god, that is so.
Oh God.
Sorry.
Mic
Mic check 1 2 1 2 2 3.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm in this
geez.
Discord
I think I
server.
figured it out. I think I figured out what the problem with TV Paint is.
Oh shit, what was it?
I think the main stage just popped out of the overall menu area.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's appearing on my live stream yet.
yeah, this is it.
Yeah, I think problem solved. I can if I can just shrink this down. There we go. Everything is also I can animate again. Hallelujah. Hello.
Yeah, so I was just saying,
There's
I
no
was in
one
this,
here.
I'm in this Discord group, and I hang out in the work chat, and then fucking like 13-year-olds pop in to just I don't know, do something chocolate, but they think it's funny when they go really close to the mic to like make it funny while it's distorted.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, that's not funny. It's just like annoying. Like, who started that? Was it Leafy? Was it Leafy that started that? Like,
No, this shit goes back to like 2006 and people using their fast track mics and not like unintentionally uploading garbage with like overblown clipping audio. This has been around since literally the dawn of YouTube.
oh god.
I think Leafy definitely popularized it. I think people now do it as a meme
Yeah.
more because of him, but as most things, Leafy has appropriated it and has little to do with its actual inception.
I don't even hear Leafy anymore. Like,
No, neither do I. Big surprise that not on this week.
Oh, what was that?
Those people until this week, and it's only because he went out of his way to shit on John aside. We can get into that, but like he just as a shit stirrer, and that's it. That's all he's good for.
He singled out Psycho Pebbles.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, with someone like this subscriber base, you should be doing pretty well. And it's basically his message was, well, if you stop doing animation and do blank instead, you could have money, stupid little artist.
Oh no! The actual tweet that kicked it off that Zach replied to is even worse. Like this guy lives in a bubble, and also if you listen to more of his interviews, like or debates he has some very distorted ideas about. Like he doesn't think that people go into construction jobs because they enjoy construction. They think that's a job that people do out of necessity.
Jesus Christ.
Construction jobs are actually really good. You like the guy who holds the sign, the slow down or pass or whatever.
Yeah.
That guy's paid like $30 an hour to hold that sign, or even $40 an hour. And then he's got union, which means he's got benefits. He's got a pension plan. Like, he's getting $40 an hour, but then the rest of the money is going towards like all this other security stuff. Construction, there's tons of union and security in construction. Like,
Seriously.
God.
No, I'll find the tweet, but yeah, he
No, construction. God damn it!
Yeah,
God,
like I have.
You know what? I'm gonna go on a rant here. I'm gonna go on a fucking rant here. All right, so like,
Rant it up.
I fucking hate the mostly of the mentality of the entertainment community, or not community, but the entertainment industry, where they shit on blue collar jobs. Did you know if you become a welder, get trained in a welder, and are willing to live in North Dakota, you can get $150,000 to live off of in North Dakota per year.
I did know that,
Do you know how far
actually.
money goes?
Yeah.
Do you know how far money goes in North Dakota? Like, you could buy a house for $100,000. You'd be living like a king, all right? But no one ever does that because blue collar work. Oh, you're working in like mining. Like, what the fuck is up with that? They have a shortage of welders. All right.
Yeah.
Someone's got to. I love Mike Rowe, all right? Like, I love Mike Rowe for exposing me to all of these jobs. A lot of the people that he interviewed on the show, Dirty Jobs, they were multi-millionaires because no one else wanted to do their fucking job, and so the value of them was through the roof, and they could pretty much write their own paycheck.
Yeah, no, Yeah, he has a very distorted. He basically equates carpet cleaning to construction jobs as like this. It's all black and white with him, so it makes it impossible to actually have a constructive argument with him.
You know what? It's turning into the point where because the market for animation and video games is so saturated, all right?
Yeah.
And you never the one thing that always business people will tell you, never try to get into a saturated market, all right? It's not worth it, all right? The money's too spread out. The people on top are going to remain on top. You cannot compete, all right? And so like it's like my new advice I give to like artists and stuff is like find something to support your passion, because your passion isn't going to support it, all right? So I was talking to this one girl. She's really into languages. She told me she went on this rant about or she went on this thing, how she loves languages, she loves learning about languages, and she also loves birds. And so she kind of wanted to study birds. And I was like, but she loves art, and so she chose the art path. And I'm like, go with the language things, all right? Become an interpreter for businesses and tycoons. They'll fly you all over the place, and on the plane you can do all of your art. And then when you're in these exotic lands interpreting for stuff, take a day off and go see all the exotic birds.
Yeah.
And she's like, holy shit, I never even thought about that. And I'm like, see?
Yeah. He Wait. Here's the tweet that kicked it off. Pro tip: if someone who makes a living on YouTube or Twitch is crying about how hard their job is, they have zero perspective on life or work.
Is this the Destiny dude?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry to. I feel like we hijacked your stream a bit, Joe. How are you?
I'm doing dandy. I'm doing all right. Let's news. Definitely just a little hectic because I'm just testing out the stream for the very first time in TV. But other than that, I'm doing good. It's okay. Yeah.
You're figuring out the ropes.
You're figuring out the ropes, nooks and crannies.
Joe, do you want me to send my viewers here?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Say yes.
Okay. You're
Let's have a big old sweaty Pika-Piti incest party. It'll be great.
Right,
They're always fun. Always fun.
Super
I'm gonna promote your channel. So because I mean you have 329 subscribers. That's
unacceptable.
That's shameful.
Unacceptable.
That is unacceptable. Yeah.
For an animator, well, you need to live, don't you? You need to eat. And you gotta eat. You can't live off of.
So my biggest thing now, when I stream, I'm gonna be if I stream somewhere and I'm ending my stream, my newest thing I got from Jesse J. Jones is that I'm gonna find another stream that's doing art and animation, a small one, and I'm gonna move my audience to there.
Yeah, that's great. That's very cool. That's very cool. That's kind of what you did for me.
I wanted to start becoming a thing on YouTube. I think.
Yeah.
I think that's another way for moving traffic, moving internet traffic.
Yeah. YouTube isn't going to promote us, so we kind of have to do it internally.
Alright, I gotta find it.
It's no good.
I was in earlier, Joe. Did you say you were watching Samurai Jack?
Yeah. I had to put dinner in the oven so I could cook right on the spot for Samurai Jack.
Look at this glorious birthday art I received.
Oh, what was it, Dan?
How is it?
How's dinner or Samurai Jack?
Samurai Jack. How was dinner though? Answer that. Tell me how dinner was afterwards. But how was Samurai Jack?
First impressions, really fun. I liked it. It was a very survival.
Just the pilot.
I've seen the first episode for season 5, and tonight was the second episode. Had a very it's a very I like the overall survival theme of the episode.
I haven't watched it at all, but
I love the first episode because I was a fan of the original series.
Oh, yeah.
I grew up watching the original series,
Oh, yeah.
and I remember seeing the original series premiere, which was it was a big event.
I think I did too. Yeah, on Cartoon Fridays, right?
No. This was a Saturday morning special where it was hosted by Lego, and it was a episode 1, 2, 3, 4 back to back, no commercials.
Wow.
It was a seamless cut, and my 12-year-old brain couldn't.
It's so to think that like we have like from the point it ended to I remember high school people going like, oh dude, they're close to making a movie, and like, well, I don't know if we're going to ever get a movie. It feels like this sort of is that whatever that project was going to be.
I love Geddy's work because he's so cinematic. Like he doesn't
Yes.
rely heavily on dialogue. It's all through the.
You don't have to know English to get his shit.
Yeah.
Like it transcends language.
I love music. All right,
Yes.
it's all with the sound effects and stuff, and I definitely love. He definitely knows how to make to draw out.
Suspense.
Okay, so let's backpedal. I definitely love his favoring of slower pacing.
Yeah.
He has a slower pacing and will draw out a dramatic scene, which is so much needed.
It's hard to do in animation, especially when it's always supposed. You have the intention is to have the thing moving, but like there's so many moments of the Dexter's Lab and Samurai Jack that are just that people standing around and like maybe not even looking. They're just sitting. They're acting. It adds to the realism, like the ground. Oh yeah, they're really three-dimensional. They just have moments where they didn't think or aren't flying off to the next thing to do.
Yeah.
I kind of want I guess bring up like this like how Miyazaki describes like Ma or just
Yeah. And that's weird because this shit feels like anime. Like, and so I would put Gendy up there with Miyazaki. Like, they're both people that know how to just draw out. Not all of Ghibli's movies are people fighting with magic. They're just some of them are people just talking and like having really. They could be live action films if they had the budget but the art is obviously what elevates it. His art style, like the team. I guess his art team. I know that's not all. I guess he does the initial designs, and then he has like a team of people that like make the show around him, obviously. But I don't know how much he actually has creatively involved with the show.
In his Q&A, I think he mentioned doing a couple of the boards for the first episode just to get a good feel of how he'd handle the rest of the season.
That's what I imagine. Like either character design or storyboarding, initial storyboarding. That's what it's so weird. There's a documentary about right before the last time Miyazaki said he was going to retire. It follows him around like the whole process of making The Wind Rises, his last film, and he would just sit down and draw out the fucking storyboard and smoke a cigarette and then walk away. He'd do like 6 panels of storyboarding. And like this is shit that it's going into the movie, and when you look at it, like they're not completely finished, but the guy draws movies. Like they're not like when I storyboard, they're like stick figures. The motherfucker has been doing it so long, he can draw like
watercolor.
The heads turned ever so slightly. Yeah, and like shit up on the. He has like a stopwatch with him. He's like, all right, this is how long the shot's gonna hold for. Right. Like it's all in his head.
Here comes my fan base.
Oh.
Hello.
Hey everyone. Hey.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, it's 5 a.m. for someone.
Yeah. Megan Dix. They're a regular on my stream. Megan Dix, never change your icon because then I won't recognize you anymore. I'm very visual.
Oh God! So they're all jumping in.
I recognize that dog icon. The only reason why. And then Beamer's here.
Ooh, it's
I
after.
know, it's after midnight. Beamer,
Maybe
please
that's
don't
why my
tell.
internet's fucking.
Or I promise. I promise. Like if. Well, actually, I'll probably usually start my stream. I'm gonna see if I can start streams like around, like on weekend nights around like 7 or 9 for just the
Alright,
starting time.
cool.
Yeah. Hello.
Oh god,
There's no
Lenny
one
Boo.
here.
I hear
They've
Bad
been
dreams.
banned. What
What the heck?
what a feat.
Fine, Lily Boo. Okay. No, Lily Boo has been. Yeah, okay, Lily Boo. There, I unblocked you. Yep. No. Lily Boo has such a reputation that I actually remember them after like a couple of months. Okay, Lily Boo, I just went to your channel and unblocked you. So you're free to post your cringe again. Just Lily Boo.
Kind of
please.
cringe.
I don't, I don't quite remember. That's why I blocked them. But I do remember their name.
The cringe.
I don't like
Got it.
YouTube system of blocking and banning because it's like perma block. I much rather have a
Oh, is it?
time-based system. Yeah, and then in order to unblock, there's no block list. In order to unblock, you have to go to that specific channel's name, like that specific channel, and go to the flag. And
You gotta walk over to their place and shamefully knock on the door and be
now
like, overreacted.
because you would post an ad word, Lily Boo. Don't do that.
Wait, hard R, or A?
Lily Boo, stop, please.
Oh, I got you. I'm on I was on a different. What's going on? What is going?
Oh, it's a hard R. Hey, I'll fight
man. What?
for your right for free
Whoa,
speech.
what are you?
Turn those ERs into A's.
What the hell? Is this a live stream or is this a live memes?
Someone
I don't know.
knows me.
KKK.
What's up? And ML.
I'm gonna type in
Bacon. Holy
and
shit, people
respond to
know
chat.
who I am.
Hi, KK. Hey.
What's up, you
Hello.
lovely people.
Wait, I can do KK. Oh man, I can do ats. That's cool.
Yeah. You should make there. Man.
Hello.
Joe or Pete, did either
There's no one here. Did what, Dan?
Did you ever see, since we were talking about Gendy, did you ever see, either of you ever see
Symbiotic Titan. Oh my god, I loved the premise of Symbiotic Titan. They just. Do you know why it was canceled? Because
it was marketed poorly.
It was marketed poorly, and they didn't sell toys.
Oh yeah,
Are you serious?
That's why.
I really loved Symbiotic Titan. The one.
It's really good.
There's one episode where the preppy girl, she was like trying to get to ease her way through. She was using her basically her body and her attractiveness to basically skip through learning classes and learning coursework, and so she has a study partner with a robot guy.
Oh
and, and she like dances for him, like sexually dances, like erotic dancing, to try to get him to do her math homework. Like him to do her math homework, and the robot's just like, no, like,
oh yeah, I've seen that clip.
You could do it. She's like taking it out. She's like, no one's ever like actually thought I was smart before. I
never finished the series.
No, they never finished. It was canceled so hard.
It was only one season. It was only one season, right?
Yeah, it was canceled so hard that it was axed, I think, before the season ended.
Ooh, jeez.
No, they never had a finale.
Oh, yeah. So it's like a Firefly scenario where like the final episode is just kind of up in the air.
Yeah, because
that's the worst. That's the absolute
They
worst.
had to scramble to get a finale done on time.
Have you heard of the show, Joe?
I've seen a couple episodes. But not like the majority of it. But I definitely know what you're
Yeah, I
talking about.
mean,
It sucks that it ended.
yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm surprised anytime anyone says they've even heard of it because most people are like, "Oh yeah, I love Samurai Jack," and it's a I don't know, it's Gendy doing big robots, and there was another show on Cartoon Network.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Look,
No, it's fine.
uh, darn stream disconnected, but actually my entire computer disconnected. It's disconnected, but I'm back.
Oh, did it turn off?
Yeah, just the Wi-Fi just turned itself off for some reason.
Oh man,
that'll
okay, so
happen.
there's one thing that it happened on my internet for a while. Every hour on the exact minute, the stream would cut off and turn back on, like the internet would like cut off.
That's weird.
It was like this bug that was with optimum Wi-Fi. It was so stupid.
That's really weird.
But anyways, there's this period in Cartoon Network where no one seems to acknowledge, right? And it's the period of Time Squad and Sheep in the Big City.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like, no one remembers Sheep in the Big City.
I remember seeing one episode. One episode, like where I think the main villain got superpowers. He's like, I can turn this metal grate into a pretzel or something. I don't.
Is it Sheep in the Big City?
Yeah, Sheep in the Big City had like really weird pacing though. Like it was very.
It was offbeat.
Yeah, it was all offbeat and tongue in cheek.
Do you know why that is? It's because the guys that do Wet Hot American Summer, or David Wayne specifically, that was his show.
Oh.
So like that's, and I didn't find that until years later, but like that's because he's a sketch comic and that's his style, weird, awkward comedy.
Yeah.
But I like Time Squad too. I'm glad it didn't like stay around too long. It was just a cool. I don't know. I did weirdly follow that show a long time.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
But no one knew about it. I couldn't talk to my friends about the newest episode of Time Squad. Then again, in high school, or not, high school, whatever grade I was in when those shows were on, no one I knew watched cartoons. I don't know how that was for you guys, but like I didn't have anyone to talk about cartoons with.
I did go through a period in high school that I was like too cool for cartoons, but I watched a lot of Discovery Channel.
Same. Yeah.
Discovery Channel, History Channel, and then I watched a lot of stand-up comedy.
Same. What about you, Joe?
Yeah, it's kind of.
Lily Boo.
Well,
Lily Boo brought
it's
up.
kind of a-
Did you see? Lily Boo brought up Destiny, and we were ranting about Destiny
Oh
earlier.
jeez.
Yeah, we
but
were.
anyway,
I mean, seriously, do you need to shit on? Do you need to shit on animators? Like, what the fuck is your problem, Destiny?
Your only destiny is going not reputation stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
We just want to make
He's gonna have.
cartoons, and we just want to make cartoons and have our bills paid. Like, what the fuck? You know what?
It's one thing if he was targeting Let's Players specifically, that would still be like really hypocritical. But like to go after animators, like you're kicking the kid while he's down already. Like,
yeah. You're like,
no one is treated worse on YouTube than animators.
Yeah, you're going up to like the poor people. You're laughing and spitting. You're like, well, wouldn't be so depressed if you weren't poor.
You don't have to choose to be an animator. You could go, do whatever you want.
You can release other content on your animation
You
channel.
can play StarCraft 2 and beg for money.
Yeah.
I don't. That doesn't interest me.
God, and the way I saw the clip on his Twitter. I saw the clip on his Twitch stream, and the guy just annoys me. Like the way his inflection is with his voice and whatever.
He mocks him. He's a shitbag. He mocks him the whole time. And he twists his words. Sorry, Joe. I feel like we've been stepping on your on what you're trying to say.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, high school. I guess it was kind of mixed for me, but it was inconsistent. But it was so hard to tell who liked cartoons, but who didn't like cartoons. But where I'm going to right now,
Mm.
where I'm going to a school right now, almost everyone on my campus seems to really like cartoons.
It happens weirdly as I get older, but which is weird because the cartoons are initially, I think, well, they're not meant for kids, but like when you're a kid, that's sort of the target demo. And I didn't
Yeah.
start talking, I didn't start meeting people that actually watched and like appreciated cartoons until I got older. So that's
I work at Verizon Corporate in the VR studio, and there's a couple of software engineers that are that I work with a lot, and there's this one who's a very reserved guy, but huge fan of Disney. So him and I are always talking Disney to each other. We're like, "Did you see Moana?" And blah blah blah. And then he has theories on Disney, and it's really fun. It's a lot of. It's like this old guy who just wears like his ties are amazing. Like I asked him where he gets his ties, and he goes, "Oh, there's a store in the city called Tycoon."
oh, brilliant,
Well,
wonderful.
I've always wanted a game called Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Oh God, you know, as if whenever you play, if you ever play Roller Coaster Tycoon, you can never watch any show again that takes place in an amusement park because you hear the stock sound effects.
Oh Jesus! I did own Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, and there's actually a place that looked like a lava park, and you could have people fall into the lava in
But
certain
but
areas.
it forever ruined like shows for me because I would always hear those stock sound effects of like the people screaming on the roller coaster.
Uh-huh.
Are there any like stock sound effects from like rides or?
No, it's the roller coaster with the people screaming, like the exact screaming that they make in Roller Coaster Tycoon. I'm talking about the first series. They use stock sound effects, and it's like,
I remember.
and it's the same stock sound effects that all of like these TV shows use. So like my parents were really into crime dramas, like um, and like a couple episodes the crime that they come upon is like in the middle of the amusement park, and then so when they cut to the amusement park they have the establishing shot that's showing like the rides and stuff like that, so the audience knows where the characters are, and they'd always have that sound effect overlaid on the establishing shot, like the screaming, and I was like, it just sounds like Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Has anyone played Zelda? The new Zelda?
I regret to say I have not been able to pick up video
I
games.
I don't even have no, I don't have a Switch.
I
Well, it's for Wii U too,
Yeah.
but
I
I
I
don't
like
have
I like to
I don't have a TV.
I like
oh,
to,
there you go.
And
I
if I get a TV, I probably should get a couch.
is there a way to get like a basic like can a basic computer screen like work as like a monitor for a console like a Switch or a Wii U?
I do have my computer, but I have no place to sit. My computer is just on a standing
You gotta
desk.
take care of that, man. You gotta get some furniture up in that bitch.
No, because then I give up my dance floor.
I got a pretty big room, so I get a dance floor and a bed. That's just me though. That's my white privilege.
And I give up the place to throw the trash. It's
Again,
my character, the trash man.
did you see the finale? It's Always Sunny finale.
I don't have any means of seeing that.
You don't have the internet?
What?
have
I've
the
never
internet?
seen it. I don't really watch Philly.
Oh man, I assumed you did because you just referenced a very obscure moment in that show.
I've actually been
Well,
trying. I've actually been trying to get into It's Always Sunny. Has though I've has do where did you guys end up starting? Like the first episode or
I jumped
what?
in like third season, and it's really a show that you can jump in at any point. I do recommend the early stuff.
I like to see. I like to actually try out some of the later episodes too. Since I've seen people mention. I mean, I don't want to say mention those the most because obviously they're the most recent. But that's just how I found out about the series. They've just mentioned, oh, this latest episode is just great, or yeah,
It's ingrained in American culture for sure. It's one of the longest comedies on TV.
Let me go get another beer, and then I have a story of ages.
Oh, please. I'll have a big story stream.
Spooky ghost stories on a Saturday night, Sunday early morning. In the middle of spring.
Have you ever seen a ghost, Joe?
Ghost, have I? Nope.
Neither have I. But do you believe in ghosts?
Have you seen
crazy ghosts?
Have you seen Clutch Cargo?
No. What is that?
Go look up Clutch Cargo. It is
Clutch Cargo.
from like the 1950s, and they wanted to make animation for cheap, so they literally have a single static drawing and filmed their mouths talking.
Oh, I remember this. Yeah.
Wait, is it?
Dude, this is the. I remember this.
What is this? Is this like Animal Soccer World or Dalmatians 3?
No. Wait. Make me. I'll post. I'll just type a letter in the chat, Joe. Make me a moderator, and then I'll post it for you to see.
Okay.
In the YouTube chat. Yeah. G.
Type a letter in the chat. What should I type?
No. I'm saying I just typed it. So if you go to YouTube and see me in the chat,
okay, I see.
I just type G.
Right, menu.
And if you go to the 3 dots on the right,
I knight you a moderator.
Thank you, Joe. Let's see. Yeah. This was like, I completely. I'm looking at some of the.
Okay.
I don't even know if I can call this animation.
Oh God!
This is like a colored storyboard. I guess that's their aesthetic.
Jesus, it's like
man.
But the mouths, man.
Hey, that's their aesthetic, man. That's really fucking creepy.
Oh, it's so bad.
Do you think it's all the same mouth, or do you like it's one man and one woman's mouth, or do you think they actually got like a child mouth?
Mr. Snowshoes.
Their lips are so red. Oh my god!
Ever seen the episode of Billy and Mandy? I think they're telling stories, and there's a part where Mandy has her voice actress's mouth overlaid over her for a few seconds before Mandy interrupts, saying, "No, I would not smile." And it's
is that the one where she smiles and it destroys the universe?
No, I think it might be before, like an episode in that season later on, but she's like wearing a spacesuit or something, and it's like one of Billy's stories, I think. I wish I knew the name. It's been way too long.
I posted what I was working on in the Discord chat.
I think I saw you posted something on Twitter the other day, Pete, and I like it. I like that you're doing like actual hand-drawn shit.
And like, it's the link below the birthday art that I received.
Oh, you did this? Oh, cool! It's so cool.
Yeah, this one.
Oh shoot! This sounds
about stop motion.
Is that your work desk or is that your desk
TV.
at your house or your place, or is that your office?
My desk at my place. It's a table. I obviously dressed it up for
okay,
filming.
So let me see.
Obviously,
I obviously don't work like that.
Oh,
but
what? No, this would be interesting. Skibble scribble.
Oh, great. Okay.
I wish I had a physical copy of the Animator's Survival Kit. I only have like the PDF.
Oh, well, and then on the side I put, I have your career and animation, but I know Samurai Jack is back, so, like, it would be trendy, so people would see that.
Little Easter egg.
Samurai Jack Black is back.
Did Will.i.am come back for the theme song?
No.
There's no theme song.
It's more about, like, it's a different tone. I definitely love the first episode, because the first part of the first episode of Samurai Jack is, like, an edge fest. And at first I was like,
Yes.
I don't really know about the.
It's
how
not
to-
funny. It doesn't show signs of being a funny show at all.
It is funny.
And then Aku's greatest assassin comes in, and I was like, "There's Gendy."
Yeah.
Because he's like this fabulous dressed robot, and he's like, "Hey there, Jack, baby."
Samurai Jack.
Samurai Jack, baby. And then he's like, he has a he can control things with his flute music. So he plays a flute and like a rock'em goes. Well, Jack breaks the flute. And he's like, you may destroy my flute, but you can't break the music in me. And that causes things to move around. His scat man.
Aku in the recent episode is pretty much the same. He's how do I like just same character, same like.
Well, the voice actor died. So
yeah,
is it the same or same character?
Same character, different voice. It's Greg Baldwin who usually does Mako recast stuff. He replaced Mako in Avatar: The Last Airbender when he passed away.
Oh wait, really? I didn't know. Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
someone died.
Yeah, Mako was the first voice actor for Aku and Iroh. Well, I'm talking about Iroh in a different show, but yeah, he.
Wow.
Yeah, when he died, Greg Baldwin took over for both. I think Greg Baldwin also voiced Aku in Fusion Fall, from what I heard. Fusion Fall was like the Cartoon Network game series.
Remember Fusion Frenzy?
Oh no, I did not. Have not heard
for the Xbox 360. Pete, do you remember Fusion Frenzy for the Xbox 360?
I never owned the 360.
Well, Lottie fucking da. Wait, didn't you have a story too, Pete?
Wait, what?
You had a story, I thought.
Story?
Yeah, you said you're gonna get a beer, then you said you had a story for the ages.
Well,
oh, did you lose the story for the ages?
I lost the story.
What the fuck? You can't. Oh, hey, I'm George Lucas. Guess what? Episode 7 or 9, it's coming out. And then, by the way, I'm not doing it anymore. That's what you just did. You instilled hope.
Hey, I only. Star Wars instilling hope. God. Okay, so Rogue One. I'm gonna rant about that again.
Yeah. No, let's rant about it because I fucking did not like that movie at all.
I hated the fact that Rogue One they had to like beat over the head of the audience that like, hey, this is a prequel to A New Hope. So every single chance they would get, they would say it's hope, A New Hope, and it's God. But like you might as well just turn and wink towards the camera, like get it?
Basically did.
It's like hey, let's make this group of characters that do only one battle, and we never get to see any funny human camaraderie.
You don't because it was pitched as like the Saving Private Ryan. They pitched as like a war film for Star Wars, which the most successful war films. I didn't care either. But like by selling it like that, the most successful war films are the ones that the whole movie you're building this. Yeah, like you said, Joe, camaraderie, and you build this relationship with these characters. You don't give a shit about any of those characters. You have no reason to care about them.
The only character I remember is that the guy who was like
Mads Mikkelsen,
the monk guy. But like I don't even remember. Yeah, that's just because I don't even remember the main character.
Interesting. The blind, not Jedi.
And
the whole Jedi, but not a Jedi.
Like, what was up with the guy who had like this, like the breathing problem?
Forrest Whitaker. Oh, dude, okay, Pete. This is gonna blow your mind. That movie had a bunch of reshoots, and if you go through the trailers, the initial ones, his hair is completely different. So when they went back to reshoot the movie, they reshot those scenes, and he was involved in them. And so with how small of a character he is, and how he literally doesn't do anything the whole movie, I wonder what was already. Did they make him more interesting or less interesting?
The thing, the thing that was annoying about Rogue One is that you could tell there are too many cooks in the kitchen. All right,
Yes.
they're shuffling the characters along. She was like, I don't want to go against the Empire. Blah blah blah. And they're like, please, and she goes, oh, okay. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, and then of course it's Disney. Gotta have strong female roles. So in the important council meeting, when they have the plans and they're going to discuss about it, what do we put at the circular table? All women. All of them. But we need to hit every single ethnicity from around the world. So we have our Asian lady, we have our Latino lady, we have our black lady, we have our white lady, we have our ginger lady. And oh no, the room is dark. The black lady won't be seen. Well, let's put a whole bunch of people dressed in white clothing right behind her so she can pop out from the background.
Signs of light.
Yeah, the only thing that didn't make sense about that for me, I mean, all that aside, is that she was initially like kidnapped by them, and there was no trust between them and her at all, and now she gets to be the one that speaks at the most important meetings of the rebellion. Like, she just shoots right up to the top.
I don't.
In a matter of like 2
weeks. It was like
weeks.
shuffling. I didn't really like. In what the hell was up with the necklace? Like that she had.
No, nothing. Absolutely nothing.
It was nothing. They zoomed up on the necklace like it was important. You think it was gonna get brought up, but then she like grabbed her necklace and then she's like, "It's stardust."
I think it's just symbolic. Yeah.
Was it just like some sort of plot device? Like it held the code or something?
Yes. Yes.
The only interesting character was a fucking robot.
Yeah, and honestly. Okay, but that's the thing. He was funny. He got laughs from the audience, like guaranteed. But yeah, what? I don't know. He was. I don't really. I wish there was more characters like him because he wasn't even really. He's such a small part of that movie.
Sequel. Maybe it could be a good sequel idea. In the sequel, Rey finds a robot. The robot's still alive and reprograms it. Something happens. I don't know.
That's what C-3PO did. Don't you remember? Darth Vader invented C-3PO.
I hated the fact that that they had to shoehorn in C-3PO and R2-D2.
Yeah, and R2-D2 just hanging. And also when they.
You could tell it was slapped on because they weren't in the shot. It wasn't it wasn't the characters like were running and they bumped into them and then, and maybe like our C-3PO was like, "Oh, how rude." No, it was like they're flying away and they have a border. It was a slapped on border around the image.
Oh jeez, I think
C-3PO and R2-D2 was right there.
I think I know what you're talking about. Like I'm taking a compositing class right now. We're learning how to like roto stuff out into and out of a scene, and they probably didn't fix the lighting or the roto was just terrible around them, and they didn't bother to blur out the border.
No, yeah, pretty bad. When they're lifting off, I think seconds after the C-3PO scene, and they show that guy in that tiny little tower, just like from the first movies, but he's still in that tiny little tower, not doing a whole lot of anything. My friend and I just looked at each other like, "What the fuck are we doing?" Like, this is if Episode 7 was rehashing A New Hope, this isn't even rehashing. This is just living. This is a fan fiction. This is someone's fan film.
Yeah.
That is, albeit a very well-made fan film. I think Gareth Edwards did a great job with scale. But besides that was a completely forgettable movie.
There's no one
I really was disappointed. Whatever. Han Solo is unnecessary too, but at least the guys making it have made relatively good shit in the past. Phil Lord and Chris Miller. So I'm a little bit more optimistic.
Marketing Star Wars for Disney. It's making the money, the bucks.
You gotta do it.
You know what's funny? You know what's the funniest thing though about all of this though? There was a commercial when Rogue One was coming out. It was for children's hospitals, and all of the children in the commercials were running around as the characters that all die at the end.
Dark.
Like, obviously they didn't know that all the characters die at the end. They made the commercial, but it made kind of changed their message there about the children's hospital.
Yeah, there was I'm trying to think of another thing I didn't like about Rogue One. I don't know. What did you think of Grand Moff Tarkin?
It's Grand Moff Tarkin.
The fucking CG old man that they put in the movie to talk to the other villain from the movie.
I saw the article you're about the guy you're talking about. I guess I didn't notice because it's just been an eternity. It's been eternity.
The actor that was dead that they recreated with CG.
Yeah, he was dead.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
Peter Cushing.
Obviously, the lip sync wasn't
Awful. It was all no, yeah, yeah for Hollywood standards that wasn't very good.
Pretty awful. But like, if you're gonna do that with that technology, why do you choose the hardest fucking shot to pull off? Extreme close-ups.
Yeah, like don't. When in doubt, never do that. Like it's seriously, it's really. I know people that like stand by that though. They're like, "Wow, I was really." The argument that kills me is, well, they couldn't just recast him. It has to be the old face. I'm like, when has that ever stopped any other movie?
Yeah,
when
Harry Potter did it with Voldemort.
Yeah.
Harry Potter did it with Dumbledore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you can de-aging faces is a bad idea, but at least it can sometimes work. Like they did it in Civil War, but
they did it in Tron.
Yeah, they did. Well, that's like the worst. That's the most egregious example I think of it. Even though I think that movie that still holds up, and that face didn't bother me. It didn't bother me because they're in a fucking computer, so it made sense that it would look that way. In Star Wars world, there's no reason. The only time a character is CG and walking around and interacting with characters is when they're a fucking alien, and that's what it looked like. It was like, oh, I props for trying, but this character was so not essential to the canon of Star Wars.
Yeah, like what was that character's original? Like original.
He ran the Death Star. When Darth Vader was away. That was his baby.
Oh.
So that's it. He's second in command to the Emperor, basically. But he didn't do anything. He doesn't talk a whole lot. He had no great speeches. The only reason he's in Star Wars is because Peter Cushing, the actor, was a really famous actor before, and he jumped on. He was just a famous person that ended up being in the movie. He wasn't terribly relevant to the plot at all. So when it was like Princess Leia, that actually was fine. I still kind of rolled my eyes, but that was better than Grand Moff Tarkin, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The audience in my theater actually cheered like as soon as they saw the
same.
CG Leia.
Same.
The whole like thing about like Darth Vader at the end, that was clearly just to show him
That's a reshoot.
as badass as he could be. But I mean, they always said like it would be a standalone film.
Yeah.
The whole thing was supposed to stand alone. Okay, so imagine you go to a Civil War film, all right, and it's about the Civil War, and everyone is like dying, like the battle is like almost over. But then at the end of the movie, this Confederate soldier gets up, and at Gettysburg, and he's just owning everybody, and he's just like badassly like owning people, or maybe if it's a World War II movie, and like at the end of the movie, like a Nazi soldier gets up and he's just owning Jews, and he's just like he shot heroically in the way the cinematography is like he's a hero just slaying all the Jews, and he's like maybe he has a Hitler mustache. That is the way they filmed the scene with Darth Vader. He's supposed to be the villain, but they shot him heroically at the end.
It was again, it's like a fan film that doesn't make any sense in the grand. If you really think about it, the fight didn't need to happen, and it was completely just useless. Darth Vader doesn't. He could have stopped the entire sequence of events of the original trilogy happening by just using the powers we know he has and just mowing them all down. But they treat it like They just wanted to milk the ending because they knew the ending was shit. They knew that's why they reshot it and they added that scene in.
I didn't care that everyone died at the end. I was
No,
like,
not even did I.
cared. I walked 5 minutes walking out of the theater. I don't even remember the main character.
I think it would have been better if they just focused on like 2 characters. Just cut the fat and.
Absolutely, and that seems like you don't need to. These characters were not essential at all.
No,
like 2 of them.
You probably know the guy with the Ghostbuster laser gun thing. That was clearly just to sell toys.
Yeah, that was that's a pretty good example.
What kid's gonna go into a PG-13 movie?
I did.
Yeah, yeah.
If it's Star Wars, like they'll go.
Yeah. Plenty. I've seen several. I have seen several children go.
I didn't hear that. What was that, Joe?
I was just saying. Yeah. To be the truth, I have seen other children go to PG-13 films.
I've seen kids in rated R movies with their parents.
Jeez.
It's a whole. Hey, sometimes it's cool. Sometimes it's not. I've seen people bring babies into rated R movies.
Oh, jeez. I actually remember going to an Angry Video Game Nerd panel a few years back, and I think there were fans that were probably under the age of 12 that raised their hand and got questions answered, and I'm like, 12-year-olds watched the Angry Video Game Nerd?
It's surprising, but yeah, like we're it's a wheel that keeps turning, man. Like, how old are you, Joe? If you don't mind me asking.
24.
Oh yeah, there you go. So like, yeah, there's kids, the whole new generation of people that are coming up on YouTube videos, and it is weird to think of because I wasn't going to panels and conventions when I was 12. I was playing stickball and getting a job.
At 12?
Yeah, I worked for everything I have. No one helped me.
Okay.
I'm a hobo with a jug of wine on a razor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
After myself, yeah. Nobody ever helped me out. That's not true, but yeah, Rogue One sucked. Very good, and they're gonna keep making more. We just have to lay back and accept it.
Yeah. Ratings. Ratings. What can anyone else watch is always a fickle thing.
I know people that said Rogue One was their favorite Star Wars film. I know a girl that, like, while I was in town, saw that movie. She swears 20 times. Like, she said she saw it 20 times, like, every day it had been out since it had come out. She was in love with it.
It's just the first. It is exactly what Star Wars fans wanted. Like,
yes.
The first movie just updated.
Yes.
But I didn't like the whole, like, you see this? Remember this? Remember this?
Yeah, remember Barry Pie.
Millennium Falcon! Millennium Falcon!
I think it's just because, like, in a sense, it's like it's almost a complete, a complete story. Not saying it's a good story, but a complete, and then it has a beginning and an end. And then no one has to wait for sequels.
Have you seen the VFX guy made Han Solo versus Jar Jar Binks?
No.
Oh no.
What?
So they took another Harrison Ford movie where he's apparently a pilot and he punches terrorists off a plane. But they took that clip and put it on where Harrison Ford is flying his Millennium Falcon and Jar Jar Binks is there and he's punching Jar Jar Binks off. He's like, get off my goddamn plane!
Oh yeah, from Air Force One. Wait, I'm gonna watch this.
Yeah. Han Solo versus Jar Jar.
Jar Jar, hold me, my main man, into the escape pod. If this the escape, then where the pod? Well, that's from Robot Chicken. Like, they did a clip where Jar Jar finds Anakin, but he's Darth Vader.
Pete, this is fucking great.
What was the link again?
I just posted it in the YouTube chat. Oh my god, that's great.
Yeah, it's really well done.
Yeah, wow, he just goes, wow. Wow, I never would have thought to take. Wow, that's great. Holy shit. Really good video.
Alright.
Harrison Ford keeps crashing his fucking planes. Have you heard about
know.
this?
Like he landed on an airstrip in LAX without like
Yeah!
notifying anybody.
Seriously, no, he and this isn't his first time. Like, it's like, how do you still have your license?
5 plane crashes.
Yeah, like, this should be treated, if not as bad, as worse as drinking and driving. Like, you're a plane, you're a fucking missile. If you fly into anything, you can really do some damage, especially a fucking house.
Get off
I really want to play the new Zelda, but I don't have time to do it.
Oh, this is brilliant!
Have you seen any good movies or watched any good TV shows?
Okay, so I got something. So this morning, I was cruising around Hulu, and I was like, Hulu, and I saw Soul Eater, and I was like, oh, Soul Eater, I remember that show. I don't remember how it ends, so I'm gonna watch the last 2 episodes. So I watched the last 2 episodes of Soul Eater, and holy crap, does it become cringy. Because they're fighting this big demon guy with his barrier or whatever, and then they basically defeat the main antagonist by confusing him with feelings.
That's why I stopped watching that show, because they started pulling cringy shit like that.
Oh god, and they're like, no, the main character, their actual hidden power is right here, and they point to their heart, and I'm like, oh god.
Seriously, that show started becoming like
power, wow.
It started turning into like Kingdom Hearts level of cringe.
Yeah.
And I really loved how it started. It started out like, oh, it's a little Halloween-y anime show. I love it. I love the aesthetic. I love the world. These characters seem really interesting.
Yeah,
and then
like,
I fell off with it. Like I think I made it through like half the first season. I was just like, oh, what happened, man?
God, it started. And then it
It
was
happens
like,
with almost every anime I watch, though. It's very rare that I finish an anime series.
The dark blackness in my soul.
You can't deny the darkness in your heart. You think you're full of light, but your heart is full of darkness.
Light,
Yeah.
light, darkness.
It's basically a
Light.
fantasy trip for all of the rejects in like their own school, because it's like
That's what it is, and it's an escapist fantasy.
Yeah, I hate those where it's like, no, the power of the main character is love and friends, and all of the friends love him because he's like so lovable and charismatic, and that's his secret power. It's like, God, it's a fucking fantasy trip for like the reject creep.
Yeah, this is what Miyazaki talks about when he says anime was a mistake. Like he discerns between anime that is escapist and tries to display human beings as these vapid, one-dimensional cartoons, and then you have the shit he makes where it's like,
that's what I fucking hate about Undertale. Like all of the characters are
thank you, yes.
They're so vapid in one note, in one directional. It's like okay, I love Night in the Woods because it's more subtle, and I thought Night in the Woods was gonna be like the next Undertale, but then I realized I realized it wasn't going to be because it's too subtle and it's not beating over the head of the.
That's not hard to do. To be more subtle than Undertale is like you just have to add more than one fucking joke or angle to a joke.
Yeah.
Which I like. I liked certain aspects of Undertale, but like when I got to the point where I was realizing why this has such a cult following, I was like, oh, this is for people that really like just repeating jokes and the simplicity of that. Like, it's not laziness.
They don't have to think, and all of their lessons are like beaten beaten over the head. So it's these people that are awkward, that don't get human beings. They're like, I
The
understand
anime girl,
this.
the dinosaur scientist one that's like has a huge crush on you, and it's like, we get it. We get what you are meant to exist for. We get it. And that is the worst part of the game. It is so, oh god.
The character always kind of sort of looked like DW to me.
Who?
DW from Arthur. It's just the hairstyle and.
Oh yeah. She looks like a. Yeah, God, that's actually a really.
It's like
comparison. She could have existed on Arthur.
It's like, why does I was just like I see Undertale. I'm like, why does DW have her own game all of a sudden? LOL.
It was really bad. The pacing of that game is really bad. It starts out really good but then when you get to the end, I played the game killing everything in my path because I don't know, that's just how I've played video games since the dawn of time, and I wasn't instructed otherwise. And if you do that, as you know, the game fucks you and says, "Oh no, you got to redo it all over again, and this time don't kill anybody, and see what happens." And it's like, okay, when you play it that way, and you know that's how you're supposed to play it, it is so much more fun. But it's too little, too late, because you just sat through an entire game. And I don't know about you, I hate going through games the second time, especially when it's immediately after I just beat it. Unless it's like Fallout 3 or a game with like intentional, like multiple paths. Like it's anyone's guess which way you could end up. But with Undertale, it's like, oh, you kind of withheld that information. All you needed to do was, like, I don't know, somehow allude to it, and they didn't. And I don't get how people aren't. I mean, I know people that are pissed off about that, but it sucks because the game has so many good qualities.
It sounds like sort of like a, I guess, like an unconventional kind of way to play. Like you expect to like just grind through. It sounds like you have to you'd want to grind through, but then it punishes you for something the game never instructed you on.
Yeah, which isn't fair, but I respect the effort to do that because that's a really cool idea. Just tell me that's how I'm supposed to play it. Then the game, and when you play it the second time without killing people, you're like, oh, like this is great. Like I would have given this game so much more praise had I known this, and now it's been poisoned to me. It's ruined. It's just ruined.
Ruined forever.
Ruined forever. But now, have you been playing Night in the Woods, Pete?
No, I don't actually play too many video games. I just read.
Neither do I watch people play them, and I don't know, Night in the Woods. I know people that have played it, and they say they love it. For the record,
they missed one opportunity. They had a character that's gay, and he's a bear, but they could have had his partner be an otter.
I think it's a she actually, or is it a girl or a guy? I can't tell. I thought it was a girl. Maybe it's a guy. It doesn't matter because they're gay, and that isn't interesting. Like, oh, okay, like you.
But they could have easily had like the other gay because a bear is a big burly gay man.
Gay man, yeah.
But then they could have had an otter, which is like a twink. A twink, basically.
Yeah. I was told once from my gay friend that I'd be a power, or what do you call that? A power top.
That's a power.
Says that certain people, not just the opposite of a power bottom, or like whoever takes it and whoever pitching, basically. He says that he can size people up and see like who you're either a top or a bottom, and hey, I'll take what I can get. I'm not gay, but it's good to know that I don't know. Now I know.
All right, cool.
What do you?
At least got that going for you.
I gotta know. Look. I think that's part of the adventure of life is finding out whether you're a power bottom or a top. What do you guys think?
Is that like? Are you saying it like as a butt boob type thing? Or...
I'm sorry. What? Oh no. Wait. What are you asking?
I was just saying, is that like sort of it could almost be like an equivalent to butt? Are you a butt or boobs type person or?
Oh, I'm totally an ass man. Like it is totally undeniable an ass man because based on like all of my if you watch my characters that I animate.
Yeah, no fucking surprise there.
Everyone has a glorious booty, like
Yes, they
a
do.
voluptuous, meaty booty that you just want to grab and motorboat.
Yes,
See,
cheeks. Yes, cheeks that can warp time and space. Uh,
I saw or someone explained it to me one way that like when you're a young man, it's all about the tits, but when you get older, it all becomes about the butt. And I think all of it's great. I'm not gonna single out. It's weird because if I'm ever I don't know. It's all the same to me, really. It really is. I don't know if I have a preference. Think and I'm 25, so I think I've maybe it'll keep oscillating. Maybe it'll all change.
It's
Maybe when
always
I'm
been it's always been the booty for me. Like during the Olympics, I love to watch the
oh
gymnastics.
yeah, okay, that's a really good example. That's almost like half the fucking point of the Olympics.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why they televise it.
I won.
No one gives a shit who actually won. Nothing's on the line. It's just like, oh, well, these are literally the most fit people in the world. Gawk at them. My friend had an idea for a script, and I don't think he's ever going to do anything with it because he hasn't talked about it since. But I think it's $1 million idea. Have you heard of Olympic Village?
Yeah, yeah, with the massive orgy that they have.
Yeah. Like, so this is just like a script you can sell to like National Lampoon or whatever, whoever does the American Pie DVDs. Just just set a fucking movie in the Olympics for schlubby dudes, virgin freshmen that made a bet in high school or whatever. They sneak in to Olympic Village, and they all have to like their goal is to get laid because they hear it's like
No.
the
It's
most
all
moist
like
part.
they're schlubby dudes because their sport that they're doing is like some stupid sport. Like,
Yeah,
they have
like
sport, that's how they
illusion
get
or curling.
curling or no, or like a marksmanship or something.
Yeah. Like there's one that's like, oh, you have to ski shoot a target while carrying a rifle on your back, and then ski down a hill. Like,
Maybe okay, no, they make up an Olympic sport and get into the Olympic Village.
Yeah. Maybe there's only like one other country that competes in it, and it's like a third world. Like they know nothing but this like random ass collage of sport. And I'm just saying, I think that movie literally can write itself. Not literally, but you just start just some shitty cheap setups, and then I don't know. That's the thing with like writing a teen comedy. Does everyone? That's like the weird thing about those that I never got. Like either everyone gets laid or no one gets laid, or one person gets laid, and then everyone walks away going like, "Oh, the real lesson was we made such good friends, and I'll never forget those memories." Like it's the teen sex comedy era. I'm glad it's over because there was just no fucking point to them at all. Like the whole point of those movies is those kids are gonna get laid, and if they don't get laid, then what? You wasted $15. Fucking cares? Like the girl next door. Remember that movie?
I remember this one movie is called There's Something About Mary.
Yeah.
God, that was a weird.
Same thing. Same fucking thing. Yeah. Watch Meg Ryan. Meg Ryan's really hot right now. Go and Billy Crystal. Wow. Watch them. Will they fuck? Will they? They don't do that anymore. They were really deceptive about that up until like I think recently. Like movies used to be so fucking dishonest.
it was all a tease.
Yeah, all the TNA. Maybe I want a little substance in my film. Is that so much to ask for? My teen sex drama comedy, not teen sex drama. Sounds fucking awful.
Sounds sort of like this. I guess PG rated teen kid show called Degrassi.
Oh yeah, that the Canadian soap opera for teens that'll never end.
I remember just going on a vacation to one of the islands in the north in like the in New England and and just that was all that was on TV, and I just played, and I think all I had was a Game Boy, and I decided to just play that, and my siblings just watched Degrassi.
Yeah,
That
one of
was
my ex girlfriend used to be in love with that show, and I had to sit through it. That and Glee, and just try to go in with an open mind. And I'm just like, this is meant for kids that just want to be distracted. It's again, we're talking about escapist fantasies, like this magical high school where everyone falls in love, and people are sleeping with each other every week, and this is how high school is. It's like, I don't know, man. High school for me was pretty. People were having sex, but they weren't really. It was a little bit different. I'm still waiting for the high school either show or movie that accurately shows what high school is like. The boring fucking minutia of having to go to school. No one can do it because no
No
one would
one would
watch.
watch it. Yeah, no one would watch it.
You'd have to have like, I don't know. Yeah, it'd be super hard to do that. Like, have you heard about that Archie comics, that gritty Archie reboot that's on CW now?
No.
It made Archie comics a teen drama on
God.
CW, and it's all gritty. Like it's out. It goes out of its way to be like Jughead is. Whereas it's the guy from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and he wears a fucking beanie. It just looks. It's pretty ridiculous, but critics like it, I guess.
I'd like to make a teen drama one day, but then when the dramas getting too high, I just derail everything by having a dragon or superhero appear, and it changes the genre entirely.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm putting together the frames for Kibble Scribble, and I have a couple of drawings, so I'm making fun of Crown Prince.
What's Crown Prince?
The other animator that's in this collab.
Oh.
What's the collab? What's the collab you're talking about?
It's actually she has a show called Kibble Scribble, where basically she reviews animations, like independent animations, but it's in a style that she actually talks about how the animations are made, and so you actually learn a thing or two. She has a cartoon wolf character that presents it. It's really well. Crown Prince has really clever ways of presenting ideas. Like she had an entire episode about the difficulties of trademarking your brand, or trademarking what you have to go through.
Mm-hmm.
She presented it like it was a board game, and all of the pieces in the board game were companies that were trying to trademark their name. But it was cool. Well, this one, she's critiquing, this episode she's talking about stop motion, and the animation that she's going to talk about is my animation, which is Roasted Raccoon, which is the stop motion animation I made. And so we basically talk about the basics of stop motion, but everything, all the characters though, they're all stop motion animated. So it's all like the jankiest episode ever. There's like toys. Like the style snaps from style to style. Like it goes from like paper, and then the characters are suddenly toys, and then the characters are suddenly like cutouts. It's like, it's really funny.
That's awesome. I'm looking into doing 3D modeling animations, and I'm still learning how to do everything. But one way I might do it, because I don't know if I want to do full motion 3D animation, but I've seen some people do stop motion esque 3D model. So I'm gonna start fucking around with that as soon as I get my bearings on that. I'm pretty excited. I don't know if you know anything about that, Pete or
So
Joe.
it's like sort of like what the Charlotte the Peanuts movie did. Almost.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. I mean, all I'm basically doing is cutting down frames.
Yeah, like it's like a block. You're pretty much essentially blocking, but with a lot more poses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, and like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles show that's on. I mean, last time I checked, it has a very stop motion-y sort of pose to pose, snappy sort of animation style.
Yeah. There's currently a season of the current season of Digimon that's on right now has the new like the evolved forms pretty much all in CG, but they move in a stop motion most of them move in a stop motion esque way. It's pretty cool.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I don't have the patience to do. I love stop motion. I think it's like one of the most underappreciated high forms of art and animation. But I could never attempt to do it. I've worked for people that do it, and you have to love doing stop motion because the patience that goes into like just shooting in frames, like setting up shots manually and shooting one frame at a time all day. Just
God,
I
yeah.
couldn't do it. I couldn't fucking do it.
Yeah, I had
Like
to.
it's great. They seem to have it fun though. They seem to like it.
Like just in fabricating everything. Like if you don't do it right, you have to redo that project all over again.
I can redo everything. Yeah, no, it's not like, oh, I can just undo, or if I fuck up drawing, like I can just undo it or erase and redo it. But it's like, no, you can't turn back the clock. You got to go back and set everything up again. And
they
definitely did that while I was working for a studio, and they
Wait, what happened?
awful.
What?
Just people that in stop motion, when they have to go back and reshoot a shot, and it just seems like a fucking nightmare. But I guess if you're someone that is in that industry, then you must like it to some degree because it's such a niche.
Yeah. I always think like stop motion animators are like the most in shape animators, and they all go to the studio to get swole.
No, really, like that's
especially
I'm saying, yeah.
Especially the ones that were working on Kubo and the two strings. Like, did you see
my
the
God.
size of those puppets?
Dude,
Yeah,
I was
Jesus.
like, I was creaming my fucking pants when I saw that. I was like, I couldn't believe it's a crime that it didn't win the Academy Award, either of them, but it was nominated for Best Visual Effects. I'm like, yeah, damn right. That movie did so many. The story wasn't really that great.
The story suffered because it was just like
I didn't care.
I was like, why are these? It suffered from the same thing that Little Nemo and Slumberland suffers from, where it's like, why are all these characters just like praising and trusting this child?
Yeah.
Like in Little Nemo and Slumberland, they're like, Nemo, I love you, Nemo. Here's the keys to the city. You're going to be the heir to the throne. It's like, why?
The problem is if they didn't make Kubo interesting enough. Like he's a likable character for sure, and you like that he takes care of his mom. You like that he has a fucking a chip on his shoulder with the whole missing eye thing, and he's likable. But there's nothing that makes him. You're not necessarily. I don't know. There's rooting for him. I guess you want him to live through the movie, but you're not like ever really. You know he's weak as fuck, and not until the end of the movie do you start going like, oh, he's like really showing his full potential. He just sort of, meanders through the rest of the movie, but he's fine.
It's just he's not like the characters aren't marketable enough in that film. Like it's hard for like a children to get in general to just to get attached to them. They're kind of
really.
They're spouting
the monkey and
they're spouting more exposition than actual character.
Yeah. And I like it was just like that after the attack and then the whole like magic thing, and then he wakes up in a snowstorm and it's just like, Kubo, all of your villages is burned down to the ground and everyone you know is dead. Now come on, we need to get moving. I was like, whoa, back up there. That's a really heavy thing to lay on a character. What? But Kubo goes, oh well, and shrugs it off. It's like, no. Everyone that Kubo has ever known, he thinks they're dead. Like, what?
Yeah. I guess we can get into spoilers. Can we get into spoilers?
How many people in the chat have seen Kubo?
You know what? I'll stay away from it because I would imagine there are a lot of people that won't. I'll just say that how they went about with certain twists was more like, oh, you're trying everything now to, I guess, make this interesting to me. Like, my enjoyment of that movie was sitting back and looking at stuff. I would doze off and sort of just like I could get where the scene was going dialogue wise, and I just more sort of drift off and look at, oh, look how they did the water, look how they did, the scenery. Like that's great, and I do that with most stop motion movies, but in this case, it was just so that it sucks that that's what held it back from being this amazing, just I don't know, film. And considering its length, it's like, oh man, like at the end of the day, this I can recommend this movie to people, but I can't say it's the one of the best stop. It's one of the best stop motion movies, but it's
Coraline is.
without a good
Coraline.
story. I haven't seen it.
Coraline
Never
is.
seen it.
Holy shit! You got to see Coraline.
I know everyone tells me I've been waiting.
Coraline
I've,
is
it.
I've
still
wanted to.
number. Is Coraline. Coraline is a stop motion movie. It has wonderful visuals. It has a wonderful pacing, and it's just a fucking ride to the entire thing. Like you just got to see. Just go rent it on YouTube.
Rent. You know what? I should. I don't have an excuse.
YouTube, iTunes, or just buy
Coraline is still the best film that Lockheed has made.
The oh man, and what about you guys ever watch Wallace and Gromit?
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh yep.
Wallace and Gromit.
The Were Rabbit.
Yeah, well, that's like the weakest of the movies. I'm talking about like A Day Out, Trousers.
I've seen I did see the sheep
classics. Yeah, the sheep one. There you go. Yeah. Oh, dude, I love Aardman Animations, the Chicken Run guys. You guys ever see Chicken Run?
Yep.
I haven't seen
the Holocaust allegory.
I think that was the first Aardman product I've seen I ever saw as a kid.
I definitely love. I'm gonna say the original title, the UK title. It's like Pirates and Adventures with Scientists.
Oh, that's actually because the title in America is like
Band
this
of
really
Misfits.
long.
Yeah. Well, the whole joke, the British joke is that it's like Pirates and Adventures with Scientists.
Yeah,
that's the joke.
And that's and that's funnier than Band of Misfits.
Yes.
And I saw that. I remember that came out the same weekend as Cabin in the Woods. And my friend and I were really conflicted because on one hand, Pirates wasn't getting the best reviews, and Cabin in the Woods was, but we were both like, this. I mean, whatever. I'd say it's probably the worst Aardman Animation movie.
Yeah,
and I've seen all of them.
It was kind of dull.
Yeah, really. I mean, and not like unexciting, and not like bad voice acting. It was just a whole lot of, I don't know, hopping around, and like the thing what makes Chicken Run cool is that it's so shocking because it's a Holocaust allegory. It's about concentration camps, and you're like that helps elevate the fucking tension. You're like you really you can get like the sense of dread, and with this it's like they're fucking pirates, like they're gonna be fine. They're just having wacky adventures. That's it for an hour and a half. I don't even think, and that was that guy who made it. He's the one that directed Chicken Run, all the Wallace and Gromit. That's Peter Lord, I think, and he's not doing them anymore. He's like stepped back, so we didn't even get a good.
It's like 2 o'clock in the morning over here. I gotta
going to bed.
I gotta try to sleep. I deleted a video from my.
Well, I'm gonna hop off probably too. Thanks for having me on, Joe.
Yeah, no problem. We'll definitely want to get this again. Probably next week. Definitely the next time. I'll let you know when I'm streaming.
I'll hotkey the Discord. That way we don't have to go through all that rigmarole again.
All right. Sounds good.
Peace, guys. Be well. See you stream.
All right.
Have a good night, and make good decisions.
Absolutely. Have a good night.
I don't think that's controversial. Just just do good things. Don't shit on anything. Don't just be a good guy. All right.
Swell.
Bye, guys.
Good night. All right. Night, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. Good stream, everyone. Boop. Boop. Okay. Where's Discord? Okay. And